Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome to the introduction of Exiled from the Wild, which is basically a brand new series which I'll explain all about in a moment. First of all, I'd like to apologise for being inactive lately. I've been busy working outside in the cold and the wet, and yeah, just struggled to get online in the evenings. I've also struggled to motivate myself to play on Wildependant at the moment. I'm not giving up on this series, but I think it's fitting to have a small break, as playing alone can get well, tiresome and lonely really. So yeah, I've spent a while thinking of a series that would be enjoyable to watch and play, and also one that involves more than just me, a bit like Barrow Brothers was. So it's going to be a 4-man series. There's going to be Jordan and Liam, which you will know from Barrow Brothers, Uni, also known as Tom, from the community, and myself. We will start with nothing on us, apart from a handful of tools in the bank, just to, you know, catch fish or whatever, fletch logs. So you've got your knives, your moulds, anything like that. And any untradable items we've actually put in a separate bank tab, so void and shit that you're not going to just drop for a series. So yeah, there's obviously a separate bank tab for that. We're actually going to base ourselves predominantly in the wilderness, and we've got to work together to PK, PVM and skill. We're going to have access to edgeville, to bank, to get new slayer tasks and to use a bounty hunter store. And once we obtain a PVM drop or a PK loot over 500k, we will then get to spin a wheel. Now this wheel will consist of lots of bosses in which we will be allowed to leave the wilderness and go to a PvP world in order to defeat. For the main multi-combat bosses, we've allowed ourselves only one inventory of supplies to get as many kills as possible before returning to the wilderness. However, solo bosses and useful slayer task monsters such as Zulrah, dark beasts, cave horrors and abbey demons, we've given ourselves a set number in order to slay. So another major change is we will be allowed to sell any items we don't feel we need to the grand exchange. So say we get 5 dragon pickaxes from Venenatus, we only really need 4 because there's only 4 of us, which means that we can then sell that. Or for example, you know, if we get an ancient staff that we don't fucking want, we can sell that and buy supplies only. We can only buy supplies. Supplies range from potions, food, runes, teleports, so jewel rings and games necklaces, as well as ammunition, so you know, ruby bolts, that sort of thing, and that also includes Zulrah scales for, you know, blowpipe or whatever. If we happen to get a loot over 500k while we're doing a boss on the mainland, we will then spin a second wheel, which has a list of untradable items such as void, torso, fire cape, defender, etc. Which once one of us unlocks it, we can all then use a corresponding item. So we've actually pre-recorded a few episodes already, so we could work out if there needs to be any changes to the series, as quite often you don't find things out until you start playing. So you'll probably notice a few bosses being added and taken away from the wheel in the first few episodes. And it's still early days, so if you guys have any suggestions that you think would add to the series, then please feel free to comment below. That being said, the first episode will be out soon, and I look forward to seeing if you guys are going to enjoy it. Thanks for being patient with my scrubby ass, and as always, idle in the Wildependant CC, and the Discord is in the description. Cheers guys, see ya, bye.